Hello everyone, this is my sketchbook that I really liked how it turned out because this is where my art style just flourished. It just took the money and ran. So let's take a look and I'll just get going with the video. So this is a Midori sketchbook. I don't remember where I got the recommendation from, but it's really good with markers. So just testing it a bit here with the colored pencil and markers to see what works. But I knew it was going to be for markers only. And yeah, this is where my style kind of came to be what it is and what I really enjoy these days. So I started in August. Where this was the date? I started in August, and then I went to another sketchbook. So this is why. Then I came back. Yeah, this is why I came back to November, and this is where. So I went to another sketchbook and practiced more, and like you could say my style, some sort, and I came back, and you can tell that this is from this to this is different. And because here I was like a hint of what I wanted, and I wasn't sure, and then I stopped and went to another sketchbook to practice more. So I didn't want to mess this one up because this had pages or paper that really works with alcohol markers, and I really enjoy it. Once I figured it out, I was happy with it. I came back and started just doodling here, first with colored pencil and markers, mostly because I enjoy that texture of the colored pencil and the outlines. Makes it even more of a animated effect to the characters, which I eventually want to do. Actually want to animate a story. I've been working on a story for a while. I have to do some more research on story writing and storyboarding and all that stuff, and it's a lot, but I really want to do it in the near future because I got a pretty solid art style, I would say, and I really enjoy these characters, how they come out, and I can see a world where they can live and stuff. And also I've been working on background art and all that stuff, see what fits with these characters. There's the baby Squirtle. I don't know if you guys know, but I drew 151 Pokemon back in 2019, I think, or 2020. I drew every single one every day. I drew one, and I have a big stack of papers for that reason. So here, still continuing with the colored pencil. This one became very popular on the Instagrams. No idea why, because of this guy here. Jokers, I guess. Playing with stuff. Eagles. I like this page. I don't think I used any guidelines for those characters. Yeah, I didn't use any guidelines for these because it was color pencil and I couldn't erase it, and the smudges come somehow. Well, for this one, yes, I can tell this one I used, and I don't really like the effect that it gives when I use guidelines. So sometimes just freehand, I think freehand gives it a nice effect. was not that good. And all this was just playing with the color as well, the color combinations to see what works with the color pencils and stuff. Pokemon Stars. This is where I started the new Pokemon game. I think it came out around this time, and just drew them. Some more. And the background. And I wanted to add more texture with this one. So you guys can see that texture. Delicious. But throughout just drawing all this sketchbook stuff, I learned what I liked and what I didn't like about how the art was coming out. And for example, here I put wash, or is it wash? No, it's a matte for acrylic. I forgot what it's called. On the page first, and then added color pencil and added a really crazy texture. So yeah, it was a lot of experimenting and learning with the paper and with the tools and markers. But yeah, I came to find that I really enjoy the flatness of the color, and not adding too many shadows with another color is what I think enjoyed most of how my art feels or looks. Something flat like this, and then with just small details of shadow is what I enjoy most, I think. That's how I've been keeping my art. More of the 90s look. I grew up watching a lot of 90s cartoons and anime, and it just reminds me of that, and I want to keep it that way. Adding so much detail like this is something that it's nice, but it's not really my final goal with my art. And I know some of you want to try to find your own art style and somewhat like that, but really it's just trying stuff that you might like and you probably might not like, and just eliminating and adding stuff that you might like. You can look at other artists to see if you enjoy the way they do their hair, but then you have to try drawing the hair and see if you enjoy it, and if you don't, then I think it's not for you. So it's about enjoyment while you're doing it, and obviously the end product overall, if you enjoy it, then that's when you know you got your art style. So it's more about enjoyment. So if you focus on enjoyment, I think you find your way there to your style, as they say. Sometimes I tried to go in with pen, but didn't like it. So I went back to color pencil and markers. Like this one, I love this one, the flatness of this color. It's just like paint, almost like acrylic. That's pretty to see. My main Pokemon here, the homie Psyduck. I draw him again because it's cool. But here I think started here with the ink to see how it would go. And I tried it with pen too, but then ugly. Went back to color pencil. But I was in my mind, I was keeping Psyduck in my mind because I know that it looks really good in terms of the line work and effect of how it fits really good on this paper. So you're still experimenting, you're still enjoying the color pencil and the marker. And of course this thing bleeds to death. This paper, like any other paper, will bleed through this with alcohol marker. It's just inevitable, and you just have to accept it. And sometimes you buy a sketchbook and you don't want to mess all the pages, and you want to save pages and do as much as you want, or something. You want to do a whole spread, a whole page, 2-page, but sometimes you just gotta give it up. Like here, I just gave up 2 pages and to do this big one here, the 2-page spread. So I like some of the characters here, and some I don't. Except for this guy, I like, and I don't know who that guy is, but he's just very playful. The hair here is too pointy for my liking, but it makes sense for her type of hair. But this one is more wavy, and I enjoy that more. But the type of hair I enjoy more is the noodles, the cucumber hair. It's just it's fun to draw when you're arching this type of line here, than to like do this kind of movement. So, I guess you'll get it when you draw. I don't know. It's a feeling. I threw in the ink again. This is probably a India ink pen. Don't remember. But it is nice. It is has that the 90s look that I was going for. Flatness and minimum shadow. So to make detail, back to color pencil. Usually when there's a lot of characters in the page, like right here 5, it's usually because I'm trying something. And here I'm probably trying the background and that line here, leaving some space, which I didn't like, and lining on the hair. I always trying to do lining on the hair, but it just keep not want it flat. I don't know why. Like I don't. It looks good, but for it to be flat, more of a simple. It just has to do with simplicity for me. I'm a big fan of simplicity. Like this one. It is simple. And even for these little dots, what are they called? Little dots of ink here. It creates dimension on the character instead of like big shadows. And it's so minimal, but it's there and it creates it. And that's the cool part of keeping it simple. This one, I have no idea. Don't like it. Here, yeah, I think, yeah, I'm going towards ink and marker. And trying to see if I like it. This one, not so much. Thin lines are okay, and I do prefer it. If I would have to do an animation, I would have to go with this type of line work, because I don't want to keep redrawing and redrawing and redrawing, or going over and over the lines to make it thick to thin and stuff like that. And more experimenting here, because there's 4 characters. 4 characters or more, experiment. 1, 2, 3, 4. A test. Testing some markers for the outline. And then this one's nice. A shadow with the blue. Doing shadows with blue, it's just a nice effect. Real. I don't know how those glasses are holding. And this one's my favorite of the sketchbook. Of the entire sketchbook, this one is my favorite. Just the color, the line work, the hair. There's a lot of detail in the hair, but it's still my favorite. More experiment. Like this guy. I wonder what his name would be. Experimento. And I also enjoyed this one. Maybe because it has the same color combo, but just the poses, the differences in poses and faces. This is the one that made my style solid, yes, or enjoyed it the most. And this is the end. So I guess so. This one, I really went for. This page went for, since I knew I was going to finish the sketchbook. I knew that I had to try something more of finished towards my style. So I was like, okay, so with my style, what I learned from all these pages, how would my style actually look like, or how would I want it to feel? And then I came up with this. I was like, okay, let me, all the combinations or everything that I learned in all these pages, I wanted to put it on this page. The solidness of the color, and then the background color, lines, differences in line weight and stuff, and texture. So everything is there. And then I knew what I wanted and what I didn't want. This one too. Give it another try. And I ended in December. So I guess almost, yeah, like a month. I was drawing every day and it's like almost 2 months, I guess, for the sketchbook. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. And I have many other sketchbooks, like this one that I want to show. And well, I have a lot. But I hope you guys enjoy this one. And thank you for all your support. And subscribe or something like that. Bye.